Welcome to another episode of Spinal Life Takeaways, bite-sized segments jam-packed full of information delivered directly to you at home or when you're planning your next getaway. Today we have with us Margaret McDonald, Spinal Life Australia Regional Manager from tropical North Queensland. She's here to tell us today why the Healthy Living Centre based in Cairns is such a special place to stay, and it's been designed specifically for people with disabilities. Welcome, Margaret.
Thanks, nice to be here.
And great to have you. I'm all decked out in my Hawaiian shirt with the palm trees, ready to go. Tell us why the Healthy Living Centre in Cairns is such a great place to stay, and why would I stay there instead of at a hotel or other types of accommodation?
So the Spinal Life Healthy Living Centre in Cairns is beautiful. That's, I guess, where we begin. It's a beautiful place to stay, right on the esplanade there, but it's been built with accessibility in mind.
Yeah.
So you can come on holidays and not be concerned about the accessibility aspects of your stay. You can feel relaxed and warmly welcomed, and it's a great place to base yourself for exploring everything that Cairns and the far north has to offer.
Oh, you got all the buzzwords of a great holiday or respite or short-term accommodation stay. That's great. Comfort, it sounds like.
Yeah. And I think it has lots of accessible features that are fantastic, but it's also the warm welcome that you get from the fantastic staff who are there as well. And it's just a carefree, easy place to come and stay.
Sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
So it's not just about the accommodation though, is it? The Spinal Healthy Living Centre is really unique in what else it offers. Is that right?
It's true. Well, from the minute you walk in the door, we have an amazing guest services team who welcome you, but then also our allied health staff as well. So we have occupational therapists, physiotherapists, exercise physiologists and allied health assistants, and we have a community RN as well. So we have a whole team there should you like to continue your rehab journey while you're on your break, that it's a great place for doing that as well.
I think that's wonderful to be able to have all of those services there in the one venue.
That's right. And then on the ground floor, we've got the accessible gym, the rehab gym, which has specialised equipment in it. And then we have the hydrotherapy pool as well. There's suites as well for where people can have treatment with our allied health team.
Amazing.
Yeah, it is amazing. And then we happen to have one of Cairns' best cafes right on site as well. So Guyula Cafe right next door.
I love it. And so, it sounds like you go from your accommodation upstairs downstairs to this all-in-one stop sort of shop for all your different health needs, and from exercise to therapies. What about when I'm staying there in the accommodation? You talked about your staff before. Do you offer certain types of care supports and things like that from a staff point of view?
Absolutely. We have personal support workers on staff, so organising it before you turn up, obviously, but fantastic that we can actually be able to support people in the accommodation. And so our personal support workers are specifically trained to work with people with spinal cord injury and other physical disability. So that team is available should someone want it when they come in the holiday.
Oh, it's such a great asset to have, to know that I can travel to there and stay there and be provided personal support workers. That's such a relief, and I'm sure.
And by experienced workers who know what they're doing.
Exactly right. It sounds amazing.
Yeah.
As a person who travels a lot and has a lot of experience with travelling, one of the frustrations that I have is when making a booking for accommodation and asking the questions about, is your venue accessible? They say yes over the phone, but then when I turn up and the bed's not the right height, or I can't reach the door handle or something, it's not accessible. That's such a frustration for people with disabilities. What makes the Healthy Living Centre accommodation and facilities in general so accessible and universally inclusive?
Yeah, so let's talk about the units, because that's the accommodation. So the accommodation itself is designed with accessibility in mind. So we have height adjustable kitchen benches, height adjustable bathroom benches. The dining room table is height adjustable. There's a high-low bed in the main bedroom. There's ceiling hoists. lots of little features, big features,
Yeah.
which actually make it an easy place for people to stay. There's an iPad for controlling lots of functions in the room. So from an iPad, you can make the blinds go up and down. You can change the air conditioning. There's an intercom system where you can let people come up from downstairs. So it really is designed to make your stay as independent as possible and as stress-free as possible.
Yeah, I love it. And you know, I have actually stayed at this accommodation, and I was really blown away about the thought that's been put into the design and the actual building itself. It's so open plan, so there's plenty of room for someone like myself driving a bigger power chair to get around. But all of those things, like the height adjustable sinks and the tables, and having one of the features I thought was brilliant was having a roof hoist in each unit. That's very rare in accommodation all around Australia, so that's super unique. But probably my favourite was the tablet that you talked about. The fact that you could access all the different electronic features within the room just made my independence so much greater. I enjoyed my stays so much more that I didn't have to rely on people to do it for me. And then when my family, you know, came and stayed with me in one of your 2-bedroom units, my little boy loved playing with the buttons, putting the blinds up and down as well. But it was a great feature to have.
Yeah. And as you mentioned, we have 1-bedroom units and 2-bedroom units. So certainly a family stay is absolutely something that's possible.
Fantastic. So you've sold me on the Healthy Living Centre as a place to stay, and it sounds like I'd hardly ever need to leave the premises with all the things to do there. But we do travel to Cairns for a reason. It's tropical North Queensland. Surely there's other things to do outside of the Healthy Living Centre.
Absolutely. So the Healthy Living Centre is actually located right on the Esplanade. So you're
The SB.
The SB, exactly. So you're a really easy distance into town, all very accessible pathways into the CBD, just a couple of kilometres along. So there we have all the attractions of a really great little city that we have to offer. We also have the reef and the rainforest. So there's lots of things to do in Cairns. There's Sky Rail, there's Kuranda Rail. There's just really great things that a tourist city offers. There's even roll-on self-drive boats in the inlet, which is a really fun thing to do.
Sounds amazing.
But the team there know who to recommend as well. So we've got some great partnerships with some local providers that we can link you up with. People who have accessible vans can take you on tours. So we know how to help you have the best experience.
That's fantastic, because it's good to know that these tourism operators and experiences and things are actually taking access and inclusivity seriously. But it's, I suppose, what's more comforting to know is that you've engaged with them already, and so you can recommend those to, you know, the people that come and stay. So it sounds like sort of the stay is already planned for us.
Well, and it almost is, because we've got some great itineraries on our website. So you can actually have a look. If you've got 3 days in Cairns, what should I do? 7 days in Cairns. And there's some great itineraries for people to have a look at.
I love it. And as well as those wonderful itineraries you were talking about, I also know that the Accessible Australia app is a wonderful resource for anybody travelling to that area to be able to log on to the app and see all of the different adventures and experiences that they can and how accessible they are. I also know that the Healthy Living Centre is on that particular app. I've left a review myself, and all of the reviews on there are from peers and people with disabilities like myself that are actually experiencing those things. And so we leave the reviews, and people can check it out and know where to go and what to do.
Such a great resource.
Okay, I'm ready to pack my bags and come back there. I absolutely love this place. So tell us about how can I book?
Yeah, so fortunately booking is really simple. You just jump onto our website and you can see that we've got a couple of options there. So you can choose room rate only, or you can choose one of our packages. So our packages include accommodation plus an hour of allied health a day, or it can also include personal supports. So the choice is yours.
It's fantastic. Thank you so much for coming and telling us about the Spinal Life Healthy Living Centre.
Thanks for having me.
And if you want to find out further information, please contact our customer engagement team, or you can go online and look at spinalhealthyliving.com.au.